If it's Saturday, that means another episode from the vlogs on board the vessel. In today's episode I will show you one of the jobs that I have done during my stay on board this tanker. So let's start the show. Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog about the seaman life. In today's episode I will take you with me on board this tanker while I am cleaning the fish room. Now I will show you the piping, which is full of ice. So I have decided to clean this. I have stopped the fan first of all. The reefer it is still working because the vegetable room and the meat room are still in good working condition, so I cannot stop the reefer plant, but I only stopped the fan for the meat room. Now I have connected a water hose and I will go inside the fish room and clean the ice. This is the manual procedure that I do once in a while, usually after we are taking the provision, because the guys are keeping the doors open for too long in hot area. And I'm cleaning the evaporator. This is the manual procedure that I'm doing. As you can see, it's coming some steam because I'm pouring cold water on top of that ice. On the bottom you can see the resistor. That is a calibrated resistor which is made by the maker of this reefer, and on the main panel of the fish room you have this control for the resistor to melt the ice, but it is not enough to do the proper job, and usually it takes a very long time if you are only to rely on only that resistance. And from my point of view, that distance that you are seeing over there between the resistance and the evaporator is too big. It's either you put a bigger resistor or you put the evaporator of the fish room, you put it lower to the resistance, and that is the reason why I have to do this manual procedure to put the cold water on the ice, and this will take about 1 hour. In about 1 hour I will finish the job. If you were to rely on only that resistance, it will take 2-3 days maybe. And the chief engineer said that the temperature inside the fish room is not lowering like he wish it to be. Usually, from my experience from the other vessels that I have seen, we usually keep the temperature inside the fish room and the meat room between -15 and -17 Celsius. But this particular chief engineer asked me to keep in this fish room -20 degrees. So that means the fan will work, and the reefer of course will work extra time, and it will have a lot of running hours if the evaporator is full of ice, because the room temperature is not going low as it should. So by doing this manual defrosting, I am saving the reefer plant to work for too many hours for nothing. If the reefer plant is working for too many hours, that means you have more wear and tear on the belts, on the machinery itself. The machinery is powered by the diesel generator. The diesel generator is using diesel or heavy fuel oil. That means more money from the company to keep all this machinery in good working condition. So whenever I am on board, I am trying to do the best job possible to, first of all, to make the machinery work in good working condition, and then to save money for the company. If the company is happy, then we are having a job for many months, and then we get rehired. That is available for any job that you have if you are either a seafarer or you are working on land, it doesn't matter. It's all about the money and the profit, of course. This is the hose that I have connected from the dry provision room. This is the dry provision room. That is why you are seeing all this water on the floor. That is just bottled water. The company is providing this for us. They said we should not drink the tank water because it is not safe. The tanks are maybe sometimes full of rust, or sometimes the company, if we are staying for a very long time in Anchorage, they have to take the fresh water from the shore, and you don't know where you are, in which country you are, and you don't know what kind of water they bring you. So to be sure that any crew member is not getting sick from the water, they provide fresh water, which is the bottled water that you are seeing on the floor. So like I was saying, I am cleaning the fish room. The meat room I have already cleaned before I started the recording, and it's the exactly same thing what I am doing right here, so there is no reason for me to show you the meat room. It is the same thing what I am doing now. So first of all, I stopped the fan in the fish room, only the fan, not the reefer plant, because the other rooms are working. Behind me is the vegetable room, and on my right side, on your left side of the screen, is the meat room, and those rooms need to be cooled down, and that is the reason why I'm not stopping the reefer plant. So I'm stopping only the fan inside the fish room, so I can put my hand inside the evaporator and clean all that ice. Like I was saying before, this happens because whenever we are taking provisions, the guys will keep all these doors open to the accommodation outside and to the reefer room. Inside the reefer room you have between -15 and -20 degrees Celsius, and outside in this particular time, because we were in Egypt, it was 25 degrees plus. So you have plus 28, 25 outside, and you have -20 inside. As you can imagine, if you understand a little bit of physics, you will have a lot of condensation, and that condensation will become ice, and the ice will get stuck on the evaporator because the fins on the evaporator are very small, and it is very easy to have ice over there, like you are seeing right now. And I have told you at the beginning of the vlog, the resistance that they have put there to use as a defrosting operation is not enough. It's very small, and I have to do this manual procedure. If you are coming on board anytime soon and you are an electrical cadet or you are ship electrician and you are doing this operation, be very careful not to splash water on the motor. On the top of that grill, what you are seeing right now is the motor of the fan of the evaporator for the fish room, and of course you cannot mix water with that motor because it will burn. So be very careful. It will usually it is better practice if you dismantle completely the motor and the fan, and you clean the evaporator with the water from the top side. But on this particular day I had a lot of jobs and I did not have time to dismantle the fan, so I was trying to finish the job faster by doing this. And that is one of the jobs that I have done during this Saturday. Of course, when you are on board Saturday, we have drills, we have trainings, and we are very busy. There is no free time like you guys have on land. On Saturday you stay at home and you relax with your family. That is not the case when you are on board the vessel. Here we work every day. We have a saying on board we say every day is Monday. So of course Saturday is just another work day. I hope that it was useful. If you want to see what I am posting next, maybe you want to subscribe to the channel, maybe you want to hit that like button for the video if you have enjoyed it. And like always, I want to thank you very much for your attention. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.